See, see this life. This life is all about what? Two. In this life, there is a life to come. There is a world after this world. Everything that God created was just made in what? In two forms. Nothing was made one. Even in the Bible, God said that Adam and Eve will become what? Will become Adam. Don't you understand it? Eve is a part of Adam. She came out from the world, from the body of Adam. If that Adam was created alone, that is when we were talking about only one. But in terms of life now, nothing is one. The life we are living now is not even one self. There is a life to come. When you die, you come back to this world. You come back to this life again. There are people who have died for years. They are still in this world. Either they came through their children or their descendants. That thing that God created in the Garden of Eden is a replica of God. That person that God created in the Garden of Eden, called Adam, is just like God. There's nothing like God is this, God is that. When you see man, you have seen God. Nothing like God is a monument or whatever. God is not a monument. God is like us. The way you see your fellow human being, that is when you are seeing God. God is like us. He said in Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. Say, let us create what? Man. Which means man is a creation, is a what? A creature. A creature made by what? Made by the creator. And that creator is the what? A personality that looks like the what? The creature. That's what you have to understand now. So God is what? Our image. And we are what? Image of what? God. We are image of God. God is our image too. So therefore, if you are doing something in life, you are not concentrated. You don't have focus. You don't focus on a particular thing. You'll be distracted. You'll be what? Distracted. There are a lot of things that people need to understand. One, Nigeria now. Nigeria was amalgamated into what? North and South. They brought Nigeria together. They jam-packed Nigeria. They brought North and South and jam-packed together. That's why they're having commotion in Nigeria now. And the only thing that can break that confusion, break that bondage, is by what? Splitting into what? Two. Split this country into two. Everybody will do what? Go on his own. If you want to go to north, go to north. If you want to go to south, you go to south. Nothing like this person is from Niger, this person is from this person is from Hausa, this person is from Yoruba, this person is from Igbo. All these things are nonsense. It's mentality. And that is what Satan is using to do what? Control us. Because of our foolishness, because of our mentality. Change your mentality. If your church cannot change you, change your church. And if your country cannot change you, change your country name. If that country where you are is frustrating you, leave that country and go to another country. That's life for you. Here I say me, I don't take anything for granted though. I walk by precepts. I walk by coordinates. I walk by what? By precepts. By rules and regulations. I don't walk just like that. Even in the Bible, it said what? God said, in the day you do this, the day you do that, in the day you eat that fruit, you will die. That is what God's what? Precepts. God said that you must surely do what? Maintain that law. If they say you should be under the law, you have to be under the law. If they say you should do this, you do that. Do it. Not that they will tell you that you should do this, you will start doing another thing. That's why they will break the law. They will arrest you and put you inside prison. Okay, look at the leader now. Our leader, Nandekalo now. He's in prison, and he caused it for himself. He was in UK doing what I don't know. I don't know what brought him to Kenya. They arrested him in Kenya and tortured him there. From Kenya to Nigeria, they started debating on which country to take him to. Now they have to bring him to Nigeria now. Nigeria is in Nigeria now, suffering for what he caused for himself. You see now, you see wisdom. Do you see any wisdom in this story now? No wisdom. No wisdom in this story. He played foolishly. And even in the next 10 years, in the next 100 years, even in the next 1 million years, Biafra will never come. This is my declaration, and I want to say it to the whole world. Biafra will never come because Biafra is not colonized. Biafra is not a colonized country. It's just a name. They're just answering name. What we call a federal republic, a republic is a country that was colonized, went through the process and got their independence from the colonial masters, people that colonized them. You can't become a nation, you can't become a country when you are not colonized. All the countries in the world are colonized. No country in the world was not colonized. All countries were colonized. That's why they were having war. Biafra have fought a war. They did not win. They did not win. And they're still inside Nigeria. And Nigeria is still torturing them. Calling them Igbo go. Ghana was in Nigeria before. They pursued Ghana. Ghana come out from Nigeria. Now they're talking about Biafra. Who will give them Biafra when they're not colonized? So Britain should come and do what? Colonize Nigeria. Or Biafra, if they call it like that. Britain should come and colonize Nigeria because they're calling them, it is Nigeria we know. We don't know anything about Biafra. Biafra is not in the map. Biafra is not in the map of the world. We know about Nigeria. So Biafra should remain under what? Under the law. Under what? Under that thing they're saying in the law. That if you don't obey the law, you will face the law, and the law will do what? Deal with you. Therefore, Biafra, before we get Biafra, they will go through process. There is a lot of process they will go through. They will go a lot of process. And you can't just get something just like that without you passing through the process. There is a lot of process you pass through. Nnamdi will face the process before he can get what he wants. If he can face it, then he will get it. If he can get it. If he can't get it, then he is a failure. Because Nelson Mandela fought for his own, and he got it. At the end of it, they gave him what he wanted. And now, blacks are now doing what? Ruling in South Africa. So if you want the Igbos to do what? Rule in Nigeria, you have to do what? Go through the process. Thank you very much.